So you can see how I etched the ice, the figure into the ice, right? Again, what I'm gonna do is just remove everything that's not a swan, right? So I have Chef Pasine here. So welcome CCAC, American Culinary Federation's local chapter of the American Culinary Federation. Welcome Chef Pasine's class, welcome my class. We're gonna try to bang this out right now, and we'll try to be done in less than an hour with the full detail work and everything. And then I'll just throw it in my pool after. You see my pool over there? This way we'll cool down my pool a little bit afterwards. All right, sound good?
I find right now on the top.
So we've cut the basic pieces off, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove everything is kind of square. So you can see how I used the big grinder to just remove some of the corners, you know. I have a smaller one that we're going to use as well. That's a little bit finer, you can see here. But what I'm going to do now is, now that I've gone through the sculpture, I've realized that I have some imperfections and I need to go back with the chainsaw yet. Alright, now I'm going to switch to start doing some detail work. Start doing detail work. I'm going to use a die grinder for that one. That's a straight tip. Here we go. Here's some of the detail going to happen. Once you see the detail happening, then you're going to see how it's going to pop, right? So those swan has the big swooping rounded feathers, right? And just by etching, using this as a pencil, you can actually create realistic looking feathers, right?
Can you tell again the name of the tool?
It's a die grinder.
Die
So
grinder.
like an industrial Dremel basically. And it's got a straight tip on it. So take a look at the tip. See the tip? It's just basically a straight tip. But the only thing is the tip is a carbide bit. So it really works well on ice because if you use like a graphite bit or any of the other types, it maybe won't work as well. So anyway, so I can see a couple of things we got to do to finish up. We got to finish up some of the feathers. We're going to finish up some feathers on the other side. So sit tight. Got a little edge here I don't want. Gotta take the edge off. This is my pruning saw. Everybody has one of these probably in their garage, right? And it takes any unwanted edges that you might still have. Everybody thank James Ottens from Crystal Creations Ice Sculpture for the free block. They're price gouging on ice right now because of the COVID-19. I'm gonna move it out into the sun here. You normally don't want it to spray an ice cover in the sun, but this way you can see all the details and such. So you can see if you want to look at it this way, you want to be able to look at it from all sides. So if you look at it this way, you can see how the wings are spread apart. And as they melt, they really get thinner and they get more realistic looking, obviously, right? So an ice sculpture is kind of like a fine wine. It is good when you first present it, right? But it's better if it ages for a while, right? So let me spray it off a little bit. That gets off all the ice that's stuck inside there. Don't try this without rubber boots on. If you got electricity and water, you don't want to mix the two. But I got rubber boots on, so I'm not grounded, right? So All right, so it should look good on all sides. See? So it should look good on all sides there. Again, I would detail the bottom a little bit more if I had a little bit more time. The base, I would do like a little wave there or something like that. But I think we're gonna call it now. It's got 35 minutes in, so I just want to, we're gonna present it in the sun. We're gonna call it, we'll answer any questions that you guys might have. Basim, Mountain Man. Woohoo! Alright, so let me see if there's any questions? The tool for drilling the ice for plus 1 to 1 inch. So even if it melts, you'll still be able to see the feathers. Exactly. I go in a good 3/4 of an inch to an inch. Exactly. Good question there.
So guys, okay, good.
Size.
Yeah, good. So Hasim's gonna walk around it. So if you want to switch over to Hasim's screen there, if you have it on.